Well, this morning, the search is on for armed robbers who shot Lady Gaga's Dogwalker and stole two of her beloved French Bulldogs. And she's offering $500,000, no questions asked. CBS 2's Tina Patel is live on the scene with what she's learning from those who know the victim. Tina, good morning to you.
DeMarco, friends of the man who was shot tell us he was constantly walking Lady Gaga's dogs in this neighborhood, and he doesn't know if that was common knowledge and this was a targeted attack or if this could have just been random. Moments after a man was shot on Sierra Bonita Avenue, police put a French Bulldog into their vehicle. We now know that dog is Miss Asia, one of Lady Gaga's beloved pets, and the only one to escape when armed thieves assaulted the singer's dog walker, Ryan Fisher. Stephen Lazaroff says Fisher, who lives in the area, was taking care of the dogs while Lady Gaga was traveling for a movie.
He's always walking the dogs, always with them, even if it's not the group of dogs, it's one-on-one time with the dogs.
Neighbors say they heard people arguing around 9:45 last night, so they came outside and saw a car in the middle of the street.
It was a white sedan kind of thing with two doors on. It was two doors on the side open, and that's where I saw commotion and someone screaming. But that was the shot.
Police say two men had shot Fisher with a semi-automatic handgun, then took off with two of the French Bulldogs. Lazaroff doesn't know if the thieves knew the dogs belonged to Lady Gaga or not, but he's guessing Fisher tried to protect them.
He probably just grabbed the closest one he could. I'm sure he would take a bullet for those dogs. Like, he eats, sleeps, and breathes those dogs.
Lazaroff doesn't know the extent of Fisher's injuries, but says he is now recovering at the hospital. Witnesses say he appeared to be conscious when he was being taken away last night.
His arm was up when they put him into the ambulance, so he didn't, they were talking to him.
Many are praying Fisher will be okay and hoping that the thieves return the two dogs that were taken.
Somebody got shot over dogs? Come on, man. Yeah, no, it's not okay.
I hope you do the right thing. No questions asked, just deliver the dogs.
Now, Lady Gaga has not released an official statement, but a spokesperson says there is a $500,000 reward. Police say they are continuing to investigate and searching for security video that might give them a better description of the two suspects or their vehicle. DeMarco, we'll send it back to you.